Амбасадоре Самуел Жбогар, официјално од денеска веќе и започнавте 31 август со своевидна кампања, ќе речеме, на делегацијата на Европската Унија во Македонија, ЕУ за тебе. Нешто што многу лично се насочува кон секој еден граѓанин во Република Македонија. Персонално го допира. Кажете ми, во целата таа кампања, настрана од официјалните работилници кои Никола Бертолини ќе ги има во општините во 8 града низ Македонија и средбите кои што вие заедно со други амбасадори од Европската Унија, на земјите на Европската Унија ќе ги имате. Што е она што е главното што сакате вие да им го пренесете на граѓаните на Република Македонија преку оваа кампања?
Well, thank you very much. First, I'm very happy that, as you said, we started this process. We call it Dialogue with Citizens. We started this week in Skopje, but actually today we started a real dialogue with citizens. As you said, in the morning with civil society and all the interested people who are looking for the funding from the EU to get more instructions, to get some ideas, to get advice how to apply. And this evening we started the dialogue with citizens. I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot about the issues, the problems, about contamination, about the water, about agriculture, agricultural problems. And I think it was very good discussion where we could see already where EU could help on some of the problems that we discussed. On some we can give advice, on some I think we need to talk to the government and institutions to find solutions. Now, you said we will go around in the next few weeks talking to citizens. First, I think the main goal for us is to learn more from citizens about the situation, to get in direct touch with citizens, to understand better what are the issues, what are the problems, what's on their mind, because then we can adjust our projects better to their needs. But above that, because you said what's the message that you want to convey to the citizens, I think we want to convey that EU is here for you. EU za tebe means EU for you. We are here really to work together, as the other slogan goes, zamislimo i na zajedno, to work together to improve situation here, to work together on the road to the European Union, which is now opening, to talk how much we are already helping people here, what kind of projects we have, but how much it could be even better when we are going to start this process, bringing the country toward the European Union.
Европската Унија има поприлично високи суми на пари инвестирано досега во Република Македонија. И тоа е нешто што понатаму и повеќе ќе отвора можности и ќе се зголемува со текот на процесот кој што го започнува Република Македонија на патот кон Европската Унија. Дали сметате дека Македонија како држава, еве и преку овие разговори веројатно и од кампањата ќе имате можност да се запознаете многу поподробно, многу повеќе, дали сметате дека Македонија има што многу да понуди на Европската Унија, наспроти тоа што Европската Унија веќе и го има понудено на Македонија? Дали Македонија може соодветно да и врати на Европската Унија?
Yes, of course. I think the interest is mutual. There are so many things that the citizens will benefit joining the European Union. You know, from the economic development, from the protection for consumers, for better security, being part of a bigger family. There are so many issues that I think there is no doubt how citizens will profit. And given that 80% of trade goes with the European Union, 80% of investments is coming from the European Union, and the majority of assistance is coming from the European Union, our links are so interlinked that there is only one way. But on the other side, it works both ways. Also, the European Union is interested for this process. First is the market. Every enlargement opens new markets for member states, new possibilities for investments. because being a member of the European Union or having a country joining the European Union makes the country more interesting for investment. That means the rule of law is functioning and the country is more stable. So I think trade and investment is something that opens up for European Union member states. European Union is culturally very diverse, and each country brings its own culture, its own diversity, its own identity, its own language, if you want, into the European Union, and that makes it just more rich. It makes it richer. On security issues, we have so many concerns in common, from terrorism, radicalization, organized crime, cross-border organized crime, refugee issue, these are migration issues, these are all issues that are in common. If we are more closely linked, we can deal with them much easier. So yes, I think there are many things that we can give each other.
Словенија е веќе една од вашата родна земја, е веќе една од, пак ќе кажеме, и постарите членки на Европската унија веќе. Но дали во искуствата кои што ги имате видено со досегашните, последните членки кои влегоа во Европската унија, да се јавува страф или своевидна пропаганда против Европската унија во земјите пред нивниот влез, пред започнувањето на евроинтегративните процеси? Со тоа што се истакнуваат стереотипи одредени за Европската унија или се создаваат стереотипи кои што го плашат граѓанството за да одредена земја не влезе во Европската унија. Ние сме сведоци и во Република Македонија дека постојат своевидни и одредени напади од страна на групи или можеби организации кои што велат дека нам не ни треба Европска унија и дека нема ние што да бараме таму во услови кога Британија се заминала од Европската унија.
Well, first to address these comments inside the country about whether you need or don't need to go to the European Union. I mentioned before the links that we have, the trade, the investment, assistance. It's so linked to only one group of countries, which is the European Union. So I really don't see alternative to this road. I think that we saw a recent research, 83% of people want to join European Union. So, almost all, it's a great majority of people. So that's the only way. There's obligation for the leaders of the country to bring this country toward European Union. But how it was in our countries, I don't think we had groups who would be against European Union as such, but as you come closer to the European Union, there are certain concerns. Negotiations are difficult, and the closer you get, the more difficult they are. There are things that you have to sacrifice. Each country on the way had to sacrifice something that was not in line with the EU standards, and sometimes this is difficult. I know for Slovenia it was very difficult to open up a real estate market for foreigners. We had protection in constitution that prohibited foreigners to own real estate in Slovenia. We had to drop it, and that was very emotional because we were afraid of our neighbors. Yeah, we had to change the constitution actually twice, because the first time we changed it not properly, and we had to change it twice, and that was big concern. What will happen? Our neighbors will come, will buy all the land and everything. Didn't happen. Second concern was with our language and the culture. We're concerned we are so small, and we will disappear in this big sea of the European Union. But actually, on the contrary, happened, because the language is official language. All of a sudden, there's a lot of interest of people to learn Slovenian because there are jobs in Brussels linked to that. There's much more translation now of our authors into foreign languages, and definitely we get many more tourists as member of European Union. So I would say, and I believe that our identity strengthened becoming member of the European Union. We became more self-confident because our language is equal. At any meeting you can listen in Slovenian language, every document in Slovenian language. So I think that makes us a little more self-confident, because as a small nation without the statehood, we were weak on that front. So these were the concerns, I think, but so far they didn't prove. And we still don't have groups or parties who will speak against the European Union.
според темите на кампањата која што ќе се прави во 8 града из Македонија, гледам дека се става особен акцент на земјоделството. Особено во делот на програмите кои што работат во руралниот развој. Дали е земјоделството нешто што е многу важно на Европската Унија и која вистина ќе помогне во услови Македонија да го развие да ги развие руралните капацитети, особено земјоделството, затоа што и Македонија како земја зависи од своето земјоделство.
Yes, true. Agriculture is one of the main pillars of the European Union, very protected within the European Union. A huge amount of funds go into agriculture, to the farmers of the European Union. We see that you have great potential in agriculture. As I heard tonight, is the land with the most sun, with the best, the greatest number of days with sun, the biggest sun, great soil, everything. So it's really great potential. So I think it's good we focus, and we need to prepare your agriculture for European agriculture, because competition there is strong. Standards are very high, and we need to prepare it before you will enter the European Union. Otherwise, it can be very damaging for the farmers here. But once you are in the European Union, I got a data that farmers of the new member states increased their revenue by 70% after they joined the European Union, because of all these subsidies and support that is given from the EU to the farmers.
За крај, граѓаните имаат можност започнавте од Велес, Прилеп, Струмица, Крушево, Охрид, Куманово, Битола и Гостивар. Да посветат внимание и да разговараат со вас, со амбасадорите, за да им објасните детално што е тоа што впрочем е Европската Унија, и ќе стоите на располагање секој кој што е заинтересиран во EU инфоцентарот да ги добие тие информации, за да може да граѓаните да се подготват. Дали практично почнувате да ги подготвувате граѓаните на Република Македонија за да станат граѓани на Европска Унија?
Yes, I think the title is Zamislimo jedina zajedno, and we want people to start think about that, to think beyond, and to think how it will be better if we work together for this future. So yes, we want to go around, in each town we'll talk about different topic: environment, agriculture, business development, social inclusion, really different topics. We also want to hear from citizens what are the problems, issues in these segments, so that we can adjust our projects and that we can help, that we can come with our projects and help. So that's the purpose. But also we want to, the whole campaign is to show that we care, and that we really want to see this path toward the European Union as fast as possible, to start as soon as possible and then to be as short as possible. That there's huge interest now for everything that is happening here in Brussels, in member states, and I think this is also one of the intentions of the campaign, to show love, if you want, to show respect, to show consideration for the issues, and to try to help. And talking to citizens, I think, is the best way how one can achieve. It's the first time we are doing this. Usually we talk to ministers, people in Skopje, people in administration, or mayors, but now we really want to go down to people, and I enjoyed the first meeting and I'm looking forward to the rest of visits.
Амбасадоре Жбогар, ви благодарам за издвоеното време, за интервјуто кое што го направивте тука во Велес, и се гледаме на следните средини си градовите.
Благодарам на вие, се гледаме.